to change the landscape of the Amazing Race forever. Yes, it sounds dramatic, but that is sometimes what it calls for. This is definitely going to be better. Checking out in chat. What's going on in chat? How are you doing, everybody? If you're listening live, right, it's a special night for those who are coming. We're doing this live. Normally we do it Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern. We're doing it live right now, Thursday, right before the Amazing Race premiere at 7 p.m. Eastern here in chat. Of course, we got Jennifer, Tim, Ryan, we got Tom, we got Laser Tagger. What's going on? Welcome to the chat, my friends. It's going to be a very interesting season. It's going to change the course of the Amazing Race history forever. Elena in chat, let's do this. And people all say you're going to be dramatic, but it really is, because they're kind of putting all of their social media prowess now behind it to try to really pump this season, to get some crossovers for a younger audience, which is what Big Brother has. A younger audience. Oh yeah, I love hearing my own voice. Much better this way. So Big Brother has a much younger audience, so they're trying to get a younger audience for the Amazing Race. I get it. This cast is going to be fun. I've gotten to meet a bunch of the cast. They were at the finale for the last season, at the finale party, and I got to talk to them. And the thing that I love, first, before I go through these people, before I go through the cast assessment, the thing I love about this cast so far is the people that I've met love the Amazing Race. It's not just like, I just did the Amazing Race to do the Amazing Race. Like, these people love the Amazing Race. They have a lot of respect for the Amazing Race. The way they talked about it was with a lot of respect, which is something that a lot of the Big Brother players who play the game don't really have, right? They're just using it. And a lot of Big Brother players turn the Amazing Race down because there's not enough money in it, because second place is only $25,000. And they're like, dude, I can make $25,000 coming in like 8th place in 6 other shows. So they're but the ones that I did get to talk to love the Amazing Race, and they promised me that this season they fans of the Amazing Race are going to love this season. Not going to love the season as a whole, but they'll love parts of the season. is what I heard, because the way they made it sound is like that. I was like, I don't want any spoilers, but they just said, listen, some things are a little predictable, but then everything gets really good. That's all I know. I refuse to believe Big Brother teams are good for the Amazing Race. Well, we'll see. Derek and Claire were great. Come on, there was nothing wrong with Derek and Claire. The team that shall not be named, they're terrible. Like, should have never even been on the show. But yeah, Rachel Riley, me. Some people love her. Not my style. Not my style. All right, anyway, let's get into this. My style. Speaking of my style, wow. Lexi. This is Angela Murray, 51-year-old realtor, and Lexi Murray, 23-year-old esthetician. Well, she is very pretty, but Mama is a train wreck. So this team has 0 chance. Yeah, Jeff and Jordan, all right. But yeah, but let's get with this season. Let's do it. Let's get started. I don't want to drag this out. Angela, 51. Angela is a train wreck. She's going to be the downfall of this team. Like, if you've never been here for one of my ratings, if this is your first time, if you're a Big Brother fan, how you doing? The way I do it is I do top 3, bottom 3, middle of the pack, and that's kind of how I do the cast assessment right now. And we don't really have a lot to go on, so I'm just going based on what I've seen on Big Brother and based on the pictures and the things that they write. I don't know. Nothing I could do. Let's have some fun with her, shall we? All right. Well, she's very good to look at. So I hope I'm wrong, but I think this team is going to be definitely one of the first 3 eliminated, because Angela is going to be pretty useless. Yeah. That's all I got to say about that. Now let's get to this team right here. Let's get to this team. Kylin Young, 34-year-old content creator, and Taylor Hale, 30-year-old media personality, winner of Big Brother. Taylor Hale, Kylin was on Big Brother and was on the challenge a couple times as well. He is autistic. He is like a nerd, so he's like a comic book nerd. He loves he's into a lot of like intelligent things, and I guess that's because of his autism. He's into a lot of these intelligent things. So he has a very smart brain. He grew up, with a science and background brain, and he's got an athlete's body. Like he's the kind of total package. He's really charming. He's in the prime of his career, prime of his life. 34 years old. It's a great age. 30s is a great age for the Amazing Race. Taylor Hale in great shape. They're dating right now. These two. I can say they're big fans of the race's recap, so I'm rooting for them. I got them in my top 3. Anybody who really binge watches the race's recap to prepare, I mean, they're putting in some work, right? I got a lot of faith in Kylin and Tyler and then Taylor Hale. She was a beast on her season. Like people hated her, but they were trying to vote her out in the beginning. She made it all the way through and kind of won. And Kylin's like an underdog, man. He's like an underdog that you want to root for. They definitely did their homework. I could tell you that. They definitely did their homework, and I have them in my top 3. They're my winner pick right now preseason. I'm picking them to win. Male female team in the prime of their life, athletic. They get along really, really well. They've done their research. Everything is there. All right. Hannah and Simone Chaddha, the dancing sisters, 25 and 22. Sisters, one's a medical student, one's a grad student. They're both really, really smart. They're both athletic dancers. But I think the downfall that you're going to hear probably 2 or 3 other times today is that they seem in the same age range. They seem to have grown up doing the same things, dancing. Really into schoolwork. Going into getting extra degrees. They both have the same kind of mindset. They're both like into the same type of athletic stuff. But they are dancers, so they're going to be crushing those dancing challenges if those happen early. I'm going to keep them at the middle of the pack. I got the middle of the pack for the Chaddha sisters. Hannah is really cool. She's really laid back. She's and she could dance. So I think they have a little advantage when it comes to the hardest type of things, which is singing and dancing. Are the 2 hardest type of challenges really on the Amazing Race. Let's get to my wild card team. My wild card team, I have no idea where to put them. Kat Dunn, 35-year-old influencer, and Alex Romo, 32. The dating couple from Dallas. Kat is friends with Anna Lee. Now, if she's anything like Anna Lee, then I'm like, hey, these are top 3. But when I watched her season on Big Brother, she was a nut. She was like, yeah, bitch is talking about me. Like, she was crazy. She didn't seem really athletic like Anna Lee. I mean, she's beautiful, right? She's in great shape, but I didn't see her as athletic like Anna Lee was. And he doesn't look like he's like super athletic, dude. He just looks like a regular guy next door type of dude, dad bod, nothing special, not like, ripped. So, I want to put them top 3 based on like their age and stuff, but I can't. I'm going to put them middle of the pack. Let's see what's going on here. Whenever I see Hannah at events, I believe Hannah is studying to be a doctor. Yeah, she's definitely super smart. I also think top 3, Big Brother team. All right. So that's Kat Dunn and Alex Romo. Middle of the pack. All right. Look at these 2. Jag and and they are obviously brothers. Look at them. They almost look like identical brothers. They are not identical. They are 1 year apart. One's 27, one's 28. Jag, one big brother as well. He is like, you never see his body because he's I think Muslim. He covers his body the whole time, so you don't know how athletic he is. He kind of just looks like nerdy, but he is very athletic. He was very quick and agile when he was on his season of Big Brother and the challenges. and he just has this tenacity about him. He was the only player to ever get voted out, but still win. He got like voted out in the beginning, and then some twist brought him back, and he went on to win. I like them. I really, really like them. And normally, what I would say is like they've the same age range. They probably had the same childhood. Probably grew up the same thing, into the same things. Probably have the same weaknesses. But these two, like something like Jag on his season, he faced so much different types of adversity and made his ways all around it and through it. I think they're going to do well on this season. And I think they're going to be sneaky good because other teams are going to be like seen as threats and they're not going to be U-turned. So I'm going to put them in my top 3 as well. I got these two in my top 3. So Jazz and Jag top 3. All right. Izzy and Paige. Izzy and Paige. Izzy is a flautist. She's really cool, laid back. Obviously LGBTQ plus. They are an engaged couple from New York. And Paige is a lighting designer. I think they're adorable. I think they have a great relationship. I just don't see them being super athletic. I don't see them being able to keep up in those type of challenges, as opposed to a lot of the other teams who are super athletic. I think they're going to fall behind. I think they could be bottom 3. I think they could be bottom 3. Yeah, that's all I got to say about that. All right, Jack and Chelsie. Jack is a 58-year-old LA City firefighter. Chelsie is 28-year-old motivational speaker. You love a dad-daughter team. You want to root for a daddy-daughter team. Izzy and Paige are your faves, huh? What is this podcast? Oh, Logan, what's going on? We just a quick. I just needed to get on and do a quick cast assessment. Like, to be honest, I got this new radio job and I've been so like dialed in with a new morning show, trying to get it up and going, that I didn't really put a lot of work into this yet. I don't even have my co-host in place. So we'll see how it goes on Sunday. I got a lot of phone calls and a lot of stuff to do. So if you have any ideas on who you would like to see co-host this season, let me know. I'll reach out to them. Not going to do well. Firefighters, father-daughter. Not going to do well. Oh, he's old, but he looks like he's in shape. She's in shape. She has a good outlook. Like, she stays a positive outlook. She's not in the best shape, but she's not in terrible shape. I think that they're middle of the pack team. I think they're going to be a middle of the pack team. You know, they'll be around. They'll be cute. They have potential to be favorites. Like fan favorites if it turns out well. All right, let's get to this team. Natalie and Stephanie Negrati. These are sisters. One's 34, one's 36. One's a TV host, and one is works in hospitality. One lives in New York City, the other in Hawaii. Natalie has also done the challenge a few times. She was actually the first crossover to ever do the challenge. So good for her. And the sisters are cute. Sisters tend not to do that well. I mean, obviously there is this pair of sisters that won. Akeisha and Jen were sisters, aren't they? Yeah. But this team is, I don't know. They could be first out. They could be middle of the pack. They could win it. They could be in, like, I don't know enough about Sis. I know she's scrappy. She's got, like, she's very much like Krista and Tiffany. She's got that little scrappiness in her. They're friends. They were on the same cheerleading squad. Like, they know each other. They're very scrappy. And obviously she's on the challenge, so she could put up with it. She was on it a couple times, so that she did well enough that they brought her back. Sis looks like she's in good shape. Looks like, that they could keep up. I'm going to keep them at middle of the pack. I'm going to keep them middle of the pack. But they could be, they could be anywhere. But, I don't have a lot of information. But based on this middle of the pack, I know I know Natalie's like a perfectionist. She likes everything done a certain way. So I'm going to think that she's going to come in here prepared, especially with Kristen and Tiffany being her friends. I'm sure she's got a lot of great advice. All right. Joseph and Adam, 28 years old, 24-year-old. One's an attorney, one's a law student. Basically, big bro, little bro. Little bro wants to be just like big bro in law school, going to be a lawyer just like him, going to get in shape just like him, going to be just like my bro. But I think this team is going to be the team that's targeted for U-turns first. But I also think that their weakness is probably the same weakness. It's either going to be a dancing or a singing type of challenge, or definitely lost somewhere. But I think that'll eventually get them out. So either U-turn, dancing, singing, or getting lost. I think that'll get rid of these guys. They'll be middle of the pack though. They'll do well. This is a Josh and Tanner type team. They may win a leg or two early, but eventually fade or get booted out. Now, Tucker and Eric. All right, 31, 32-year-old brothers. One's a chef and one is a research analyst. One's in Brooklyn, one's in Boston. All right. You should know me enough by now, Justin, that I go hard for support from my fans. There you go. Yeah, but Izzy and Paige won't do well. You can love them all you want. They don't have enough of the skill set to win the race. Now this team here, okay, they could be the physical threats, but like Tucker he's one of the people that I met. He's super charismatic. Like he has this smile that's just electric. It's real. Like I thought it was fake when I watched a little bit of his season on Big Brother. I'm like, this dude's always smiling. He's probably just cheesing for the camera, but no, that's how he is. He's just so chill, laid back. Really cool. He invited pretty much everybody to his house for a pregame before the finale party. He was like, "Hey, come." He lived down the block. He's like, "Come to my house. We'll hang out." Like, just everybody was there. Like, really cool, laid back dude. Then we went and had some pizza. He and his brother are both in incredible shape. Like marathon 8-packs. They're both shredded. Right, so they got that down. They're both super charismatic, so they'll have no problem getting locals to help them ever. They're super charismatic, but they will be targets. So I'm gonna keep them. They have potential to win if they can avoid, But I'm gonna keep them middle of the pack. They're probably gonna get. Well, see, I think they're gonna avoid the U-turn because they're just really charismatic. I want to say top 3. I want to put them in the top 3. Top 3 or middle of the pack? Top 3 or middle of the pack? Let me see. Yeah, top 3. That'll be my third team for top 3. Yeah, Tucker and Eric was my third team for top 3. Because it definitely ain't Jack and Enzo Palumbo, 40 years old, 47-year-old. Don't let there be a swimming challenge. Enzo was on the challenge, but don't let that tell you Enzo is super in shape, because he's not. This dude couldn't swim and cost this girl her damn whole season of the challenge, which sucked. Tucker and Eric could be targeted, but he's really charismatic, man. And I think if it's between them and going after Joseph and his brother, I think they're going to go after Joseph and his brother. They could be the second one in a double U-turn. But yeah, these two, they could be in the bottom 3, but I'm going to put them in the middle of the pack. I think they'll skate through a little bit because they are kind of charismatic. They're kind of dumb. I don't know brother, but I know Enzo's not the smartest bulb in the bunch. But he gets by on his kind of charisma. They could be bottom 3, but I'm gonna put them they're probably at the 4th or 5th out. So bottom of the pack. Desi won season 2. All right, let's see. Megan Turner and Matt Turner. They are newlyweds, husband and wife, 24-year-old, 25-year-old. Yeah, I just don't see enough I don't see the fight in them to win the Amazing Race. They have potential to be favorites potentially, but I don't think so. I think they'll be I think they have potential to be bottom three. I think they have potential to be bottom three. To be honest with you, I don't know. 20s, you tend to make a lot of more mistakes in life. He doesn't on his season. He definitely wasn't the most athletic. I don't know if he won anything. Maybe one maybe challenge. So I don't see him being like any kind of comp beast. I don't know how people in other countries are going to take to them, like wanting to help them out, that separate thing. But yeah, I'm probably going to go bottom three for Matt and Megan. All right, let's see. Rubina and Christine. They are sisters from LA, content creator and a floral designer, 36 years old, 38 years old. They're cute, they'll get by. And they have potential to be bottom three, but I'm gonna put them middle of the pack, probably fourth out, probably just after the bottom three. But I don't know enough about them. I would guess that they've had very similar lives. They probably have the similar strengths, similar weaknesses, same kind of things that happen when you're very close in age, a year or two apart. You grew up in the same places, doing the same things. So you probably have the same strengths, same weaknesses. They're both really short. I don't know if that's ever going to come into play for anything. My legs are too short. I can't keep up. I don't know. So they have bottom three potential, but middle of the pack. I think I already put 3 for middle of the pack. And I think that is going to do it for this season. Who do you think's winning? Who do you think's first boot? If I had to put my money right now, I'd put it on Taylor and Kylin to win it all. And first boot, potential first boot. You know what? As much as I don't want her to be first boot, because I do want to watch her run a little bit. Lexi and Angela, it could be first boot. Angela, if she has a breakdown, it could be over. So that's what I'm gonna put for a bottom, for first boot, and then I'm gonna put these as my preseason prediction for winners, but I will make my final predictions next week after the first episode. I got to see them race a little bit, and then I'll see if it'll change my mind. But that's kind of how I have it right now. I really appreciate each and every one of y'all coming and hanging out tonight. Thank you so much. I hope you guys had a good time. This season is going to be fun. If you're listening on any podcasting services, feel free to leave a review saying how awesome the show is if you'd like. If not, you can go to racesrecap.com. That takes to the YouTube page. You can go to the YouTube page there, and you can do what is it called on the YouTube page? Subscribe. That's right. You can go and subscribe on the YouTube page. It is, I think, Classic One is what it comes up as, but that you could do that on the YouTube page. And hey, there's free ways to support the show by thumbs up, a little like, a little subscribe, leave a message, say hey, thank you, whatever. Those things all feed the algorithm. They're free. For other people who have extra money and they want to give money to the show, go for it. There's ways. Check the description box, or I just threw some things up on the screen right around now. I don't know what time is. You can timestamp it. But anyway, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank you so much for all you do. We're going to have fun looking for co-hosts. I want to know who you would like to have as co-hosts for this season. Obviously, the former Big Brothers who are on the show that raced. I get that. I'm going to reach out to every one of them and see if anybody's interested. But I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all. I hope y'all have a great night. I did not want to keep y'all long tonight. I wanted you guys to get ready so you can watch Big Brother and then watch The Amazing Race, and then let me know how everything goes. Right, my family, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Hey there, what do you say there? Hey, thank you, whatever. Logan, what's up, my brother? I appreciate you. Yeah, I gotta ask Covino, but I think he's like in his last year of law school. I don't know. He's trying to be a lawyer or something. Just announced filming for 39 has started. That's right. Earlier than normal because I think they want a longer time to prepare for a special season 40, is what I heard. 40 is going to be some sort of special season. So I don't know why they had to prepare, and they saved some money on season 38 and season 39 so they could put more money into season 40. I don't know. Maybe that's true. Maybe that's not. We'll see how it goes. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming out. See y'all Sunday at 7 a.m. regular time, regular bat time, and we'll have some mystery co-hosts